Kenny Green, raw perspective, concrete and steel. It's always a situation and a condition that we got to rap about to bring some understanding and some light. You know what I mean? Now, a friend of mine, right? Her son is about 20 something years old. And, you know, people try to shelter and protect them to get them ready for the world. But a lot of times people don't understand when you raise children and you don't put them in certain circumstances, they become very judgmental. Like they know everything. You don't really know nothing. And while they under your jurisdiction, this is where you put them in these situations and conditions. Let me explain, because when sometimes they look in the mirror, they see somebody that they not understanding that you not really what you are looking in the mirror. You become who you are looking in the mirror when you have the challenges and the obstacles, and you got to think and being on your own. You got to figure this thing out. Mommy, daddy can't help you. You know what I'm saying? Mommy, daddy can't help you. You got to come up with the money for your bills. You got to figure out where you want to live. But before that, you usually, this person should have did this. Oh, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that, because you was never in them circumstances to say or to have to do anything different. So to a lot of you people that's putting all of this super protection around your kid to avoid them from going through life and understanding life circumstances and conditions, you baby them. And then when they get to adulthood, you expect them to automatically be a lady or a man based on their age without no situations and conditions that you could have helped them monitor through, and it would have been good practice. You know what I'm saying? Because usually when a person looks in the mirror and they didn't experience anything, they don't really know who they are. You find out who you are based on your challenges. That's why sometimes you're only as good as what you've been through. And if you didn't go through nothing, how do you know who you are? Stand up. Parents now just want their kids to get a good job, just want them to have money. But guess what? There's a flip side to it. How about teaching them how to survive in awkward situations and tough situations? You know what I'm saying? Predicaments that's going to happen in life that you're sheltering them from because you think they're going to avoid it. See, because sometimes what happens is this. You make some sacrifices and deny yourself some things to save $400. But then your kid comes and asks for $500, right? And you tell them, why don't you just do this? But they don't feel like or don't want to do something that can get them the 500, but they're more comfortable asking you for the 500, not really relating to the sacrifice you made to have that 400. This is why you have to put them in touch with the real world. If I made some sacrifices to save this 400, then maybe you have to do some things to get your 500. Because I don't just make sacrifices to give everything to you and you basically borderline an adult. Nah, if they got to understand, it doesn't work like that. And then there's a level of responsibility that they learn to accept. Don't ask for it if you're not willing to do it. Don't just be so cool asking somebody for theirs if you're not willing to put the work in for yours. Concrete and steel.